Black Hammer 2021. Gonna do my Survivor Series Wargames review. Survivor Series 2023 Wargame review. My video was sponsored by Fightful Pro Wrestling, JD from New York, Sound Off, Just Alice, No DQ, Steve and Larson, Joe Cronin, Post Wrestling, The Wrestling Dad, The Wrestle for Life Network, The Wrestle Story, The BC Amplified, The Good My Work commentaries. I got more on the way, so hit that like button, leave a comment, please subscribe to my channel. This will be about an hour, maybe 2 hours, but we'll see how long it is. And man, I have a lot to talk about. Survivor Series is in the books. This was a great pay-per-view. The best part was the ending. As you guys see the picture, CM Punk is back. The epic return of CM Punk. I'm not going to show the video because I don't want to get a copyright strike. I'm only going to show you guys this. That arena was so loud. It was so loud. People chanted CM Punk, crowd went crazy. Even though it was kind of predictable, but fans weren't sure. I wasn't sure CM Punk was going to show up. But we did get CM Punk. We also got Randy Orton to show up. Randy Orton came back. He looked great. He was in War Games. He won it for his team. Holy moly. Now, before I go into my review and talk about the message and talk about CM Punk and Randy Orton, now we still got the press conference that's on right now. I do want to show you guys the other YouTuber, the other podcasters, and we'll talk about it first. So let me show them first. Anyway, my video, it's been, like I said, it's been sponsored by all the podcasters here. I got more on the way. Hit that like button, leave a comment, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching. Thank you for all the support. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Now, first, I'm going to show y'all the other podcasters first, and then I'll get into my review. I'll talk about the 5 matches on the show. I'll talk about what I think about CM Punk's return, what I think about Randy Orton, what is next for Cody, what's next for Seth Rollins, what's next for the Judgment Day. Oh, wait, hold on. Well, actually, wait, about to be over. The, oh, I get War Games. I get I'm sorry. The, post press conference is over.
So Becky Lynch and Charlotte Hall.
Pretty Slim Jims, everybody. Yeah.
I can't believe that.
LA Knight will LA on you. Yep. Now who gets buried? Because CM Punk just stepped over about 30 people there.
All right.
WWE fan footage shows Seth.
Below, we got your merchandise if you want some stuff for Christmas. And holy fuck, CM Punk is back.
I feel like occasionally when it fits the story, you know, if it's like I don't know. Jey Uso more. I mean,
he's right. After 9 years, the drink.
At amazing prices. And today, if you click the link down below and use the promo code JustAlex, you can get 40% off any purchase you make. I truly believe.
Spoke ill will of is now staring him in the face. You don't think that's great storytelling? You're not here for that.
Well, we'll talk about that. We'll have a lot more to say about that. But Charlotte hit her moonsault, and on the way down, she was nearly vertical, and her feet.
It would have been like a lot bigger for them. I think they still could have told this story with them booting Bailey out, even with a victory. But man, I don't know. I thought it was the best match of the night. I agree with you. I enjoyed the women's War Games a lot more than I enjoyed the men's.
Yeah, I think there's going to be matches where we see Triple H having to pick.
Yeah. Yeah, so Survivor Series, This had to be one of the best Survivor Series. I enjoyed both War Games. I enjoyed Gunther and The Miz. I enjoyed Rhea and Zoe. I enjoyed the main event. Now, I think deeper backstage, Bianca wanted to celebrate her win with some raffles. These were all the entrances for the men's War Games. Shotzi ready. Great match with Rhea and Zoe Snark. Dragon Lee and Santos Escobar had a very good match. Santos Escobar did get the win to progress the story with him and Rey Mysterio and to progress his heel turn. We had R-Truth backstage to settle a raffle debate. Miz and Gunther were a great match. The Women's Chamber was a very good match. Great way to open the show. There were a lot of weapons. We had a fire extinguisher in this match. We had trash cans. Io Sky defied gravity with trash cans. Jump from the keys. Charlotte hits a moonsault from the top of the keys. And it was a very good match. Randy Orton made his return. Crowd went crazy. Randy Orton came out at the very last minute of this War Games. After everyone else got the entrance in, and at the match progressed, that's when Randy Orton came out. Came out to a big pop. Crowd went crazy for Randy Orton. He hit a thunderous RKO on JD McDonough when JD McDonough tried to jump off the cage. It was a great RKO. I was hoping JD McDonough would take the pinfall, but I think Damian Priest took the pinfall. I don't know why. Damian Priest is Mr. Money in the Bank. He's tag team champions. Why is he taking the pinfall? He's been taking pinfall from Cody Rhodes on house shows lately. Why they got me on pay-per-view? Are we doing something with Damian Priest? I don't know. The one thing I didn't like about the men's War Game, I thought it was very silly for Rhea Ripley to run down there with the briefcase and try to cash in. Why would Damian Priest cash in a War Game with 5 other guys? You know that wasn't going to happen. And I don't know how that works. So that was very silly. It made him look kind of stupid. Anyway, now let's go back to these.
And we're going to have a full report on FightSelect.com after this. That's not all this business. But Triple H confirmed, he said, he was like, this didn't start unfolding until everybody thought it wasn't going to happen.
Io Sky could make it to WrestleMania.
Seth Rollins, great champion, but he's not must see.
Yeah.
It's a good time for her to switch over to the other side, change things up a little bit. Bayley has to be near the top of the list of favorites right now for the Women's Royal Rumble as far as the win. If she doesn't win the Women's Royal Rumble, I think she has to be a favorite for the elimination. She can win her way to a women's title match at WrestleMania, and it could be Bayley and Io for WrestleMania. I think that could be
100%. And they got him wrestling the fucking Miz tonight.
Yeah.
Nobody on current WWE television doing what CM Punk is doing right now. Look at the fucking views that the man brought in. Now, Raw's ratings are going to be a very telltale sign by the fucking geeks, because that's all they really view as metric. They drew a 1-5. Punk is not a draw. I'm sorry, I don't really base it on Monday Night Raw ratings going up against Monday Night Football. I don't base everything.
Yeah. Hold on.
To make a return to WWE. And tonight, after that War Games match, where Team Cody, with the help of Randy Orton, vanquished the Judgment Day, CM Punk, the unthinkable has happened. CM Punk, after all of the disgusting things that he said about WWE many years ago, to come out of retirement after 7 years and join AEW, only for Tony Khan to fire him because of a backstage incident. I know.
Yeah. It's been 9 years. Nine long years since we've seen CM Punk in WWE. Last time we saw him in WWE was at the Royal Rumble in 2014. That was the last time we saw him. 9 years. CM Punk looked great. Monday Night Raw, it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be an interesting show. What can happen?
That was here.
What? I can't wait to see Monday Night Raw. CM Punk, Randy Orton. What can happen?
He did it when he was away from pro wrestling.
Yeah. CM Punk can be one of those guys to win the Rumble and face Seth Rollins because Seth Rollins needs a big star for WrestleMania. CM Punk can main event WrestleMania and beat Seth Rollins. Is he gonna be the babyface?
I know I am. CM Punk has things that he has to work out. CM Punk. It is going to be your mistake because WWE brought this man back to fucking absolutely shake the system up. Those videos did better numbers than to be taught.
Yeah. I can't wait to see what can happen.
It's not.
All right. Now let me skip back to the other ones.
I don't know.
Oh wait. Never mind.
Sami Zayn. And Zayn warned him, look, Randy, what we did to him, why would he want to be here? And of course, this led to CM Punk chants from the crowd. Zayn said, look, we're going to take care of this together.
Yeah. The pay-per-view ended. I think the pay-per-view was like 3 hours long. Like I said, only 5 matches. Massive felt worse. I don't know if the Wargames felt worse. Massive felt worse. Gunther in the Miz was a very good match. Zoe and Rhea was a very good match. Santos and Dragon Lee was a very good match. These were like Walrus SmackDown matches, but they were very good. The Wargames were longer. It went about like more than 30 minutes, I think.
Biggest stories in wrestling going into 2024 because Punk returns at a time where we are now heading into the Royal Rumble. And if we're heading into the Royal Rumble, that means we are now heading into WrestleMania.
Yep.
And so immediately now the conversation will pivot to what does CM Punk do at WrestleMania? Does CM Punk get his WrestleMania main event that he was? I mean, honestly, he's talked about the fact that he was upset with The Miz many years ago that The Miz got a WrestleMania main event before he did. That's how much it meant. CM Punk is back in the WWE
Before he did, CM Punk never made it in WrestleMania.
In 2023. Holy fucking shit. That was my reaction when I saw him walk out and I heard that music. And I thought to myself, I said, you know, it seems like maybe they're going off the air a little bit early. There was just something about the way that all the baby faces were posing in the ring there at the end of the show that made me think, is something else about to happen here? And then boom, the music hits, he walks out, and I was as shocked as him. Well, I told you people, I said, look, I will eat crow. I had to go fix myself a hot bowl of this. This tastes like shit, but I told you I would. I was wrong. I thought CM Punk, if he was going to come back to WWE, it would not happen until well into next year. I did not think that was the way that Survivor Series was going to close. And I want to take a moment here before I even get into anything else. I have to give Triple H and WWE a lot of credit because we live in an age where it is very difficult to pull the wool over people's eyes. H at WrestleMania, and he didn't want to do that. CM Punk has no love lost with Triple H.
Yeah.
This may be the most memorable finish to a Survivor Series show since 1997.
Yeah. The only thing that saved the show was Randy Orton and CM Punk. Mostly CM Punk. He got the most reaction than Randy Orton. Even though people knew it was going to happen, people weren't sure if Punk was really going to show up. That's why he got that big reaction. Got holy shit chant. CM Punk chant. Crowd went crazy for CM Punk. fans knew that Randy Orton was gonna show out because they already advertised him. I thought it was kind of lame, kind of lazy. It was kind of ridiculous how like everyone else came out and War Games get started, and one wonder where Randy Orton when he come out yet, and he comes out at the very last second before the match is over. Comes out, does the Randy Orton comeback, does a great RKO on JD McDonough, and the babyface to get the win.
Overall,
And then you think the show's over. And I'm like, we get CM Punk. CM Punk comes
I
out.
actually thought it was a good show. Because believe it or not, there were other things that happened on this show. Even though this is all anybody is going to be talking. I mean, this is going to completely overshadow every other fucking thing that happened on this paper. And sadly, it's going to overshadow the fact that there were two really good War Games matches on the show. The women's match and the men's.
Yep.
And the fact that we have Randy Orton back, and this guy was looking fucking jacked when he came out. Randy Orton walked out for that main event tonight. He was looking yoked.
Yeah.
He looked like he's been chomping at the bit. He's been ready to come back. He looked so happy to be there. And the fans were happy to see him. How about being one of those fans at the Allstate Arena tonight in Chicago when you are hoping for CM Punk, but you're not sure if he's going to be there, and you know you're going to get Randy Orton. You get Randy Orton. He got a huge reaction when he came out, and then they give you CM Punk on top of Randy. Right? Hey, look, they took the set out and they put extra seats in that building. They had over 17,000 people in that building tonight. Those people got a memory that they will not soon forget.
Yep.
Open with the siren.
Alright.
She's been in at least 2 or 3. So Io comes out. She grabs a chain.
You can rent every day in Massachusetts.
All right, hold on.
Neighbors are making the transition to a clean energy home. Clean energy.
Necessarily love too much because I think they could have been sold just a little bit harder. And then I do think that when the heels had the advantage at any point during this match, I think that the beatdown should have been a lot more drastic, a lot more violent, so that then you could be like, oh, I can't wait for, Cody Rhodes or Sami Zayn to come in and help. And so there were just some things that were kind of off with that. But really the highlight, of course, was Randy Orton in this actual body of the War Games match. Like, he looked freaking great, looked freaking phenomenal. I mean, dude was out for like 18 months with a double fusion back surgery, looked better than ever. Some of us, myself, are still bloated from Thanksgiving, Kate.
Exactly. No, I'm with you on that. I think what was kind of missing for me in this was too, with Drew was coming after Jay, was like such a big piece of the story, right? He had like over a year's worth of anger about what Jay did to him, even though Jay wasn't actually even on the continent for what happened at Cardiff, but still, like, I don't.
It was a good match that never got to the level of great. But it also felt to me when this was over, even though Gunther won fair and square, it felt to me like this was the first of at least 2. I think we're definitely getting a rematch between these two. I don't know if they're going to drag it out on.
I'm going to be genuinely honest with you. I hit 150,000.
Yeah.
We just hit 150,000 subs now.
Hope spots. He put
Dominic, but that was really, really weak. So there were some things that I didn't totally love for the men's War Games, but of course, everything post Randy I thought was great. Meet Norma says Dom absolutely should have taken the first RKO. Apex Caliber says, for real though, I thought they would have had Randy turn. Elite Biscuit says Randy played the hits and I loved it. That's exactly what we need, right? It's exactly what we need there.
1, 2, and 3, baby. Keep them rolling. Yeah.
But we had some other matches that occurred, so I want to take a second and get into Gunther versus The Miz here for the Intercontinental Championship. There was the spot after The Miz hit Gunther with a low blow where I thought, oh, hells no. Like, they better not have The Miz defeat Gunther right here and then. Like, what the hell are they doing here, right? But thankfully, that did not happen. This was a rather, I would say, all of the other matches kind of felt a lot quicker. I don't know. They felt very quick
They
to me.
were.
And Gunther gets the win. Anything that really stood out to you in this match?
So to your point, this ran over 12 minutes, and the other matches were between like 9 and 9.5. And if it was me, this is just my personal preference, I would have.
What's that?
In this video,
Hey, come on.
The men, I honestly felt like the men was just waiting for Randy to come out. And then that was it, really.
Yeah.
Randy came out, and then the game truly picked up. And then before you know it, RKO, snap power slam, a DDT, and then the show was over. It's great to see Randy Orton back. I love Randy Orton. I mean, Randy Orton looked fucking unbelievable. Jacked to the. It's good to see him in good health, man. God, did that fucking show need? Did Monday Night Raw need Randy Orton back? And Randy Orton is so unpredictable. You don't know where he's going to go. You don't know how he's going to act. The best thing about Randy Orton, he's so fucking. What is he going to do to Jay? How's he going to? What type of role is he going to play? How is he going to behave on the road to WrestleMania with Cody Rhodes? Imagine that. Cody wins the world title and Randy fucking snaps on it. RKO to Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton at SummerSlam for the WWE Championship. That's the way I'm going. The ladies had a better War Games match than the men.
Yeah, I agree.
The men, they did their job, but I think everybody at the end of the show was basically waiting for Randy, and most of us were tired of the War Games situation with the Judgment Day and Team Cody.
Yeah.
We just wanted it to end.
Yeah. Hopefully.
I've been saying for weeks, I wish War Games was a little different.
Yeah.
Very, very absent from this show were Solo Sikoa, Jimmy Uso, and LA Knight, all of which could have absolutely fit into the War Games match if WWE wanted to do that. They could have certainly gave us that, but they didn't. We're going to go over the two War Games matches. Gunther and The Miz had a solid match. Miz, a lot of people were like, JD, is this the best Miz match? No. Nothing tops 2016 Intercontinental title Miz. Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
That's the best Miz.
Yeah.
Dolph Ziggler versus Miz. Still, I go back and watch that shit to this day. 2000.
Exactly.
in only 8 minutes. This went. It might have been less. It might have been like 7.5. But by my count, this went about 8 minutes. So when I told you that I was left disappointed, it wasn't anything that Santos Escobar.
You rather were less.
Good. So just wanted a little bit more of it, but I will say, like, very refreshing to have Rhea Ripley back in action again on back-to-back pay-per-views, because I think she's one of the best women's wrestlers in the world. So her actually defending her title is really, really refreshing. Her doing it in back-to-back shows is excellent. More of that, please. We've been seeing, like, I think 26 women got used on Raw the other day. Out of control. Absolutely bananas. Loved it. So good stuff. Just wish, yeah, we got a little bit more juice to it, but I'll take it.
And speaking of getting a little bit more juice to it, I also felt the same way about Santos Escobar and Dragon Lee. This was a match that I personally was more happy when it was announced that Dragon Lee was going to be replacing Carlito, because I figured, like, oh, we're going to see this, like, lucha spectacular. I kind of think that they did more of a little bit of a WWE style of a match, which obviously this is the company that they're in, of course. But I was kind of hoping that we really got to see, I think, more of Dragon Lee shine in this. Of course, this was predominantly Santos, healing it up and doing all of that. But I feel that it kind of took over the entire matchup, when we probably could have gone in just a little bit more depth for it because we know what these two guys can do. I've seen Santos Escobar have some great matches. I've seen Dragon Lee have some great matches. So I was kind of hoping that those two worlds would collide together, especially given that this was a first-time matchup here. So I was expecting just a tad bit more from this one, but I'm happy Santos Escobar got the W on this one. How'd you feel about it? And were you better off? Like, were you hoping to see Carlito in this match, or did you prefer?
It's kind of fuck.
But I love you guys.
You in danger, girl. Yeah, that's it. When Bailey took that pin,
Alright. Hey, here's the great one. He's also gonna be interviewing. Chris DeMerico is also at the War Game. Wow, that was a great reaction. This is the great one. It's also
Just 15 minutes ago, CM Punk came back to the WWE. No, seriously, I was like, I can't wait for the review. The review is coming tomorrow. Now, I want to see CM Punk, but the show was tremendous.
I enjoy both War
New
Games.
version of Cult of Personality hits the place.
People went crazy. People were shocked. A lot of people didn't think it was true. Some people did. We got Randy Orton, CM Punk. Oh, here's Randy Orton who made it. Oh, wait, hold on.
Order Buffalo Wild Wings. What you want?
This is comment 167. He's also going to do a reaction on
They got
CM
the
Punk's
holidays
return.
with an eggnog latte from Honeydew. Do life.
Is there anything else?
I don't think this is over, man. What? Oh my God, he's actually here! No way! Yeah! What the hell? Oh my God, get this shit off me! Get this shit off me! What the fuck? What the fuck? Yo! What the hell? I can't even get this shit off! What the hell? Oh my God! CM Punk is here! What?
CM Punk is here.
How powerful is
Now here's Randy Orton's return. Our crowd reacted to Randy Orton. Ah, come on. Alright, hold on. Had to wait for this commercial.
That's right, sir. We're
Okay,
always available.
I want y'all to hear Randy Orton's reaction.
I understood the assignment. Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission.
Priestman's gonna cash out!
Yeah, so they're kind of ridiculous and kind of silly. I don't know why we're trying. First of all, why are we really out there? Why the hell is he trying to cast in on? I don't know why she wanted. I don't know why she's trying to cast in. It made no sense. I mean, Damian Priest, you have the briefcase. I don't know why she had it. I just don't get that part. But we really came out there with Damian Priest's Money in the Bank and tried to cast it for him. How is that possible? How can you cast in a War Game when it's 5-on-5? So wait, Damian Priest casts in and pins Seth Rollins, the team win? I don't know how that works. I thought it was very silly and just lazy. Randy Orton. Randy Orton back. And here's CM Punk reacting. Now y'all gonna see CM Punk reacting. You hear that? I'm that crowd reacting. Now, I'm only gonna show y'all a screenshot of CM Punk. See that? See, CM Punk look great. See that? CM Punk look great. CM Punk is a savage. Monday Night Raw is gonna be very interesting. I can't wait to see what can happen. Is CM Punk gonna win the Rumble? Is he gonna now what's he gonna do for WrestleMania? Is he gonna face Seth Rollins? Monday Night Raw can be very interesting. CM Punk, Randy Orton back. What gonna happen? Look how loud it is. Over 8 million views on YouTube. On the video show. Crowd going crazy, crowd chanting CM Punk. Now hold on. I actually wanted to check out something for a minute. Is that how the show really ended? Now, I thought CM Punk was actually gonna get in the ring. Hold on. I wanna see something for a minute. I thought CM Punk might get in the ring and have a confrontation with Seth Rollins, maybe Cody Rhodes. Hold on. I actually wanted to see something for a minute. Okay, hold on. Is that how the show ended with CM Punk? Is that how the show really ended?
Return for Randy Orton by these 5 superstars. For the 14th time.
I can't wait to see what happens.
You know that feeling when you punch the pedal?
Now, that's how the show ended. After CM Punk came out and was on the stage, I think that's how the show ended. Huh? Oh wait, this is the other one. Oh, my bad. That's the other one. Now that's the press conference where Triple H talked about the return of Randy Orton. Gunther discussed his amazing legacy.
They like him or not, right? Like there's not many people in the world that are like, I have a very mild reaction about CM Punk. So it's a little different than like, hey, I heard Cody might be coming in or whatever. I always feel like it's weird to throw somebody in that position when you're in the middle of a live broadcast. That feels like anytime any company does that, we told them right before they went to the ring that we're switching the finish or that this person is returning. That to me, and I'm not in this world, so maybe it's not nearly as big of a deal as I think it is, but that feels like you just now planted this thing in someone's head right before they're about to go take their own physical well-being and somebody else's physical well-being into each other's hands. Like there's a tremendous amount of trust that has to happen, and you've now put this overwhelming distraction in somebody's purview. So I just don't love that piece of it. But if the deal didn't get signed till this morning, I don't know how you handle that. That's a really, really weird one because how much notice is the appropriate notice? When you know it's someone that's this polarizing, if you give them 3 hours notice,
The cross body splash as a human trash can. It looked fucking great. EO, it
24 karat gold. On me. JD McDonough was in next.
And listen,
Did you get my super chats, by the way, bud?
They're coming in. They're not even. We're so far behind. That's how far behind.
Okay, because the reason I did 2.
Got his opportunity. Sammy got an opportunity. Grant.
Levesque is asked about concussion protocol.
From Andrew H, who says that PW Insider reports that Punk signed a 3-year deal. Sad Daddy 96 says, can you elaborate on how much extra would have to go into having this Tron and graphics and all these other stuff ready? I feel like lots would go into it, of course, for sure. This one is from Chris Welsh, who says Punk's theme was updated to the 2023 remaster of Cult of Personality that just came out yesterday. Listen back. Minor differences in the vocals, a couple production people had to know. Jake says the WWE universe were treated so good tonight. And this one's also for Sean. This one is from Corbin 101, who says, according to PWI, Drew McIntyre stormed out of the ring after the end of the match and stormed into the back, slammed his locker room door, threw on a hoodie, and immediately left the arena. He's angry. So, of course, we had Sean earlier. If you guys missed it, he said that he's going to do more digging and he'll come about and have more stuff for you guys whenever he gets that information. So, unfortunately, things like this, they happen fast and you got to go and, he's got a job to do right now that he's working on. So once he gets that going, then clearly there'll be more answers. All right. So we got 2 more things to read here. And this is from, this is from Michael Bronson, who says, don't forget Stephanie invented women's wrestling.
Does not Lantern moonsault?
Whisper in the wind. And he took down the baby.
holy shit, guys.
Got a table to what was, up to this point, the second biggest pop. Little did we know what was coming, but the second biggest pop of the night, second only to somebody says he is your age, you're him. Oh, don't give away the secret.
And so we got a figure eight and then a disarm her on 2 members of Damage Control. Kyrie goes up top and went for the insane.
Cavani. I would say
Oh.
it's Secret Cavani.
Before we go, we gotta give some love over to
Strike as well. So Bailey put Asuka on her shoulders. Keep in mind, Bailey was all over the place. As soon as Becky blocked the insane elbow, she went for a cover. Becky was covering Kyrie, and Bailey broke up that cover, okay? Bailey broke up that cover. Belair put Asuka on her shoulders, and Shotzi hit a missile dropkick. Bailey broke up that attempted cover. So Bailey's all over the place. She's diving around like a fucking linebacker out to save this fucking match. She started the match. She's breaking up pins. And that's not the end of it. They traded some moves. Belair sprayed the fire extinguisher in Asuka's face. Kyrie killed Shotzi with the trash can lid, which looked fucking unreal. Charlotte went to spear Kyrie Sane, but Bailey took the bullet for Kyrie Sane and
Amazing deal. Protect yourself on.
Interrupted my stream again. They were doing this constantly the other night, these fuckers. That's all they do. Hear their music on the show, they're constantly interrupting. Why should I be any different? Hey, Ian Noel Camelos, thank you for 30. So they went at it. Jay came at him. McIntyre took him down with a neck breaker and then drove him face first into the cage. He told Jay to acknowledge what the hell he did. I'm wondering, what did he do? What did he do? It's guilt by association. Bones Jones, that's right. It's guilt by association. Jay Uso did not cost this man the title in Cardiff last week. He should mosey on over to SmackDown. Apparently anybody can do that. Cody Rhodes went to SmackDown last week. Nobody stopped him. Guilt by association. Ridiculous. He lawn darted Jay into the cage. He went for a Claymore kick. That got thwarted, and Jay and Sammy delivered a 1D to Drew McIntyre. Now we've got a count. And here comes Cody Rhodes, a man whose father was this was his brainchild. Wargames was the brainchild of the American Dream. Dusty, first time in his career. Cody is now in a Wargame. So it's appropriate that Cody brought a full rope into the cage. He and Rollins grabbed the other end of it. And it looked like Rollins was contemplating attacking Cody. All of a sudden, he had an issue with Cody Rhodes. I thought they put their differences aside. Didn't they agree on Raw last week? For one night only, they would be on the same page. Now they're running the same angle here that they did earlier in the night with Charlotte and Becky. So Cody is talking to him and says, look, one night only. Rollins says, okay, we'll work together. One night only. And they agreed to work together. They used the bull rope. Rollins started yelling at him about Randy Orton, demanding to know, is he coming? So Dominic Mysterio was the last man out of the shark for the Judgment Day. Michael Cole said that's the longest that Dom has actually been behind bars in his entire life. So Dominic hit the 3 amigos, 2 of the amigos. He went for a 3rd amigo. He didn't get it.
So, okay. Frankly, if you sit me in the
Rollins was going to give Dominic a buckle bomb through the table, but
in the building yet. He wasn't in the building. Jay wasn't surprised. He's not here because of me. He doesn't want to team with me. I'm on the team. Randy doesn't want to be a part of this. He wondered why Orton would show up after what the Bloodline did with him. This obviously led to CM Punk chants because if Orton's not there and they tease Orton's not there, who do you think is going to take his spot? Kevin Owens? No. Sami Zayn said they would take care of this together no matter what happens. No matter what. The Miz. He went one-on-one with the Intercontinental Champion, Gunther. 592 days.
Almost 600.
That is the total amount of days if you add up Miz and his 8 Intercontinental title reigns. Gunther is going to surpass that in just 1 reign. That's fucking incredible. Gunther is the best thing about WWE television, bar none. Bar none. I did not want to see this. As soon as it was announced, I'm like, I don't really give a shit about it. I don't want to see it. I don't care about it. It's a fucking joke. It's a joke. But I said, all those Mondays ago, when it was leading to this and we kind of knew where they were going with this match tonight, I said it. You know what? I think it's a fucking joke. The Miz has some of the worst offense in the history of the business. You got Gunther, who's one of the best professional wrestlers on the planet, against The Miz, who's got the worst offense in the history of the business. I mean, he's gotten to a point where he's used that tilt-a-whirl DDT, that tornado DDT, and ran it into the fucking ground. Okay, Miz, we get it. You can do a tornado DDT. Great. Great. You added another move to your soft move set. Awesome. But I said all those weeks ago, I'm going to give it a shot. Because low-key, Gunther doesn't have bad matches. Low-key, they will deliver a soft banger. Exactly what they did. Exactly what they did. It wasn't a banger, but it was a banger. It was a mid to low banger. Some great near falls. It went 12 minutes. Some hard-hitting offense from The Miz. Right? He needed to. Gunther showed how vicious he can be. 12 minutes, some strong near falls, a believable finish to get the crowd. Unbelievable. We gathered.
And now all the heels are putting the boots to Randy Orton. The gang attack. Until the baby faces, they reemerge and they come.
And he even got me going, bro. And I'm not the big.
From what he had. And the more muscle,
The fallout from this.
It must be a really. I think Tony Khan is like on his 4th White Claw this year. Just kind of.
But look here, they tried to do a cash in. Rhea Ripley tried to cash in, didn't happen. Didn't happen, Captain. But right before she tried to cash in, Randy Orton. Randy Orton hit that ring.
And he turns towards James. The crowd reacts to that. Now he's slithering over to Jey Uso. Jey Uso locks eyes with him. He's banging the mat. Orton's telling him, I haven't forgotten. So then Damian Priest is coming in to attack Randy Orton. Jey Uso intercepts Damian Priest.
Now, Gunther's already established himself. But Gunther with the Miz in this body to really bounce off of back and forth on the microphone. Now, if there's one thing the Miz excels at, it's a promo. And they did it with LA Knight. LA Knight and The Miz was put together for a little bit as a test. If you can hang with The Miz on the microphone and then you can deliver a match and still get the crowd behind you, then we'll move forward. LA Knight passed that test. He did. Now the same thing with Gunther. Gunther, in my honest opinion, had a better promo than The Miz on Monday. But it was great. So not only did Gunther pass the test already because it's a great promo.
Slash into the arcade on Raw Mania. Right? He's setting up for something. Rollins and Sammy, they look down at Orton. Right now they're all in sync. They grab JD McDonough and they throw him off the top of the cage into a perfectly timed RKO. Randy Orton hits the RKO on the. He didn't have to do anything except drop down. McDonough just sort of the momentum fell into Randy Orton, but it looked great. Right, great. And honestly, the spot that should have ended the match, but I get why they didn't end with that. Because Orton wanted to hand him off to Cody Rhodes. And on commentary, they were even saying, like, oh, it's like Orton telling Cody, this is your time. This is your moment. Right? Here. This is you. And he gives, it was Damian Priest, actually. He gets handed off to Cody. And Cody hits Priest. One crossroads, and he pins him to win the match for us. So the baby faces prevail here in Wargames. And after the match, Rollins and Sammy go over and they hug Randy Orton. And they're all smiling. They're all hugging each other. And the baby faces are all lined up in a row. And they're raising their arms.
Roman Reigns.
And Triple H did something that he did.
What was it, 1995 Survivor Series, where he tied Diesel's legs up with a microphone cord or camera cord around the steel post in the main event of the 1995 Survivor Series, and then applied the figure 4 leg lock on the ring post. That's when Diesel lost the title to Bret Hart, and he snapped and he powerbombed a bunch of referees at the end of the match and powerbombed Bret and turned heel. Love it. Very, very underrated match, by the way. So he got the figure.
He got me. He got us again on this show because it looks like they're about to go off the air. Just as it looks like we're going off both personalities. Your Living Color and Chicago. I'm surprised that the entire building did not come crumbling. I'm shocked that the Allstate Arena did not crumble to its very foundation. You know what's odd now that I look back on this now? If you remember the entrance that CM Punk made, his last entrance ever in AEW, a few months ago at All In, the tunnel that he came out from was very similar to the one that they had here for Survivor Series. So it wasn't the traditional, LED set that WWE uses. So as I watched him walk out through that little tunnel, it's weird. Like I have this feeling of deja vu. Like it took me back to Wembley Stadium, watching him walk out for that final entrance. There he was. And, I will say, it's only been a couple of months since he got fired, but I said Randy Orton, right? Obviously, he's been working out. He got himself in great shape. Punk also looked like he's been working out. He looked a little bit bigger than the last time we saw him. He shaved. He got he grew his hair out a little bit. There is CM Punk in his street clothes. He walks out. Everybody is losing their minds because even though they were chanting his name all night long, I don't think that most people in the building by that point of the night honestly expected it. Triple H heard those chants. Triple H knew going into this pay-per-view that they were going to be showered by chants of CM Punk in Chicago. And WWE officials denied it to, the Meltzers and the Saps and Mike Johnson and everybody else, right? No, there's nothing going on. There were rumors about meetings with Punk and management, and it was always denied, or there was no confirmation of anything. But I give Triple H a lot of credit because he was able to keep this very close to the best, even though you knew in the back of your mind it was a possibility. But you couldn't 100% discount that it might happen because they're in Chicago, he's a free agent, right? Anything can happen. Never say never in wrestling. Tonight is a great example. I didn't think it was going to happen. when I heard the music, and I saw him walk out, it became real all of a sudden. I thought, man, I couldn't remember the last time that they got me with a genuine surprise. Everything leaks. Everything is talked about and rumored and discussed on social media. You know,
Sure. Big splash off the top. Sure. The lariat. Sure. He's ended everybody with all those moves at some point. He retained the title, as he should. Come on. Gunther's never losing that championship. I'm telling you right now. You know, we all thought it was going to be Chad Gable. It could still be Chad Gable. Honestly. I'd love it to be Chad Gable. I would love if Gunther was the one to actually drop the title to somebody like Chad Gable. But with CM Punk back in the day, things for WrestleMania have vastly changed now. Do we need the IC title on Gunther to get a match with Brock Lesnar? No. We don't. But I think it would set up a whole hell of a lot more intrigue for Gunther to lose the title to Brock Lesnar and then him having beat Brock Lesnar and just continue the fucking reign for half a fucking 24. But I'd like to see him drop it to somebody. Have him break this Miz record, though. 592 days. We'll get there before the Royal Rumble. He could drop the title to Gable at the Royal Rumble. I don't know. It's going to be very interesting. Gunther is still the Intercontinental Champion, and he is the greatest Intercontinental Champion of all time. Michael Cole also did mention, I wrote this down, he did mention Jericho, as they did mention that Jericho is a former Intercontinental Champion, and kind of were comparing Gunther's reign to other great champions, and Jericho was mentioned here tonight by Michael Cole. Don't know if that really played into anything, but he was mentioned, and you know he is an AEW superstar. We got Judgment Day there in the back. Dominic Mysterio heard that Orton wouldn't be there, and Balor said that they were good either way. Either Orton wouldn't be there, or he would show up and poison his team from the inside. Damian Priest left to go let Drew McIntyre know what was going on. Damian Priest is going to be another breakout guy in 2020. Those that are joining the stream late, welcome. Welcome. I did wear no hat for the first hour of the stream. You guys got to...
I thought online degrees weren't.
Okay.
I feel naked if I'm not wearing my baseball. Seriously. One of those self-conscious things. It's like a, you know, you ever see a fucking adult carrying around or sleeping with a stuffed animal or a blanket as like some security fucking mechanism at night? That's me. It's like my security, my cap. If I don't have a baseball cap on, I just feel fucking naked. I don't attend events. I don't go to functions. I wear a hat everywhere I go. Seriously. I always find a way to incorporate a hat to match what I'm wearing.
Serious injuries back. Punk is what? What is Punk now? Punk is what? 45, I think? He's in his mid-40s. I'm sitting next to Cody Rhodes, man. That was from the last press conference, not the one tonight. That was the one from Fastlane. That's a classic. But now, CM Punk is in his mid-40s, right? He's not as young as he used to be. That's two major injuries back-to-back in AEW. That's the other question we now have to ask ourselves, now that he's back in WWE. Can his body hold up? Can his body hold up to the rigors of a WWE schedule? Is he going to be working a full-time WWE schedule? Should he be working a full-time WWE schedule?
Do you feel him, sir?
I do. I do feel it. That was also from that press conference. So there's a lot of questions when it comes to CM Punk. You know, but the one that I think has to be addressed is, can his body hold up to a full-time and have just a handful of big matches each year? Or maybe he's going to be in the spot that Edge was in. Edge was not a full-time guy. Edge wanted to be. That's why he went to AEW. He said WWE did not have a role for him. He wanted to work more of a full-time schedule. That's why he went to go sign with Tony Khan. So what kind of schedule is CM Punk going to be? I mean, I feel like they have enough part-time guys as it is. We have 2 champions on SmackDown right now that are part-time. You'll notice 2 people who are not on the show tonight, Roman Reigns and Logan Paul. Do we need another part-time act? You know, Brock Lesnar's going to be coming back for WrestleMania. The match is Brock Lesnar and CM Punk, part 2. Right? They had a great match at SummerSlam 10 years ago. I don't think Punk's body would hold up to a Brock Lesnar. So there are a lot of questions that have to be answered as far as CM Punk, his future, what his schedule is, and what he will be doing at WrestleMania. But instantly, Punk rockets to the top of the list. He's got to be one of the top 2 or 3 picks now to win the Men's Royal Rumble in Tampa in January. Again, it upends everything. It changes everything. And my only hope is that we don't start hearing about problems that are going on behind the scenes and drama. But the last thing WWE needs is drama. I didn't want there to be drama with CM Punk in AEW. When CM Punk first came into AEW, I was as excited as anybody else. I wasn't against it. I was looking forward to seeing Punk back for the first time in 7 years. Are you fucking kidding me? When he came out at the United Center for that first Rampage, I mean, it was a reaction the likes of which I don't think I've heard anything like that. Not since the days of Austin. It was an amazing moment. Tony Khan had gold and he got CM Punk to come back.
Now, I figured Santos would win with help from some new stablemates. So at least you protect Dragon Lee. No, they didn't do any of that shit. They went right for the kill. Dragon Lee loses clean. I'll get into what I think in a second, but I thought what they did for 8 minutes was fucking good. But it was more like a SmackDown match than it was a TV or a pay-per-view match. It was more of a TV match than it was a PLE match. So Escobar was in control right from the bell. Dragon Lee leapt over the top, brought Escobar down with a Hurricane Rana, followed with a big flip dive to the outside. This is very fundamental. It's becoming very fundamental, Dragon Lee. I got a comment on Twitter, and I absolutely agree with this comment 100% because I'm thinking the same thing about Dragon Lee. And I love Dragon Lee. Don't get me wrong. I'm saying this to you guys so that you are aware next time you watch it, because this is what I see. Dragon Lee is becoming a little too formulaic in WWE. You know, Dragon Lee was very unpredictable. I get that you're not going to wrestle that unpredictable lucha libre, I'm going to go out there and try to fucking kill myself every single night type of style in WWE. They want him to be on 1 or 2, 3 big moves, do what you got to do, showcase your athleticism, get in, get out, and have your head still intact with your fucking body. But at the same time, if you neuter Dragon Lee and you have him become a WWE superstar who does the same thing over and over and over again in every match, how likely are you going to find him exciting? He's relatively new right now. You should be sending Dragon Lee out there to wrestle like we know Dragon Lee can. You should be sending Dragon Lee out there to be as unpredictable as we know Dragon Lee can. I want to see different things from someone like Dragon Lee. Don't change what he did so dramatically to a point where we now know already where he does his spots and when they are going to come. It's not what I want to watch. Honestly. Should let him go out there and kind of assert himself the way we know of him. Stop telling him what to be and just let him be. At some point, if you need to make changes, then make the appropriate changes. But don't take things away from him to give him the WWE style already. Because he's already becoming just like everybody else. I don't like that. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Dragon Lee followed with a big flip dive, which is very fundamental of Dragon Lee. Lee went to the top, but Escobar met him and brought him down with a Hurricane Rana. Then Escobar starts ripping aggressively at the mask of Dragon Lee. And the crowd was chanting asshole at Santos. Loved it. Absolutely loved it. Dragon Lee came back. He got angry. Double foot stomp as Santos at one point was in the corner, trapped in a tree of woe. He tried to pull himself up in the corner. Escobar dropped him with a super kick. They traded knee strikes before Dragon Lee showed off his strength and hit a big sit-out powerbomb. What I mean by that is he almost dropped Santos in the powerbomb, then muscled him up and then sit-out powerbomb. Gets a 2 count. Dragon Lee, he went for something, but Escobar counted into a Canadian destroyer, a phantom driver, and that was it. That was it. 1, 2, 3, and Santos gets the clean victory. 8 minutes. And like I said, Santos needed to win and Dragon Lee needed to win. They gave Santos the clean win and Dragon Lee, he's not buried by any means, but WWE's just getting the ball rolling with Dragon Lee. I was thinking maybe a distraction finish. Now, what I mean by that is Angel Garza and Humberto Carrillo have been teasing an alliance of some sort with Santos Escobar. Whether or not that's going to be the plan, I don't know. Where Cruz del Toro and Joaquin Wilde, his old members of Legado, fit in, I don't know. But WWE is doing something. They got the wheels in motion. We know Santos is not going to be by himself. Now, he can win matches by himself because he's that fucking good. But we know Santos is going to get his boys together. Or 2 guys. I know. Now my cat's going to start crying. I know. I love Santos Escobar as well. I'm a big Angel Garza fan, too. I honestly think if they pair Santos with Garza and Humberto...
Boxes of Czech cereal today. The right mattress matters.
Oh,
What about yours? It's the big.
Santos and Rey is where they're going. They're leading to Rey and Santos at WrestleMania. I can't wait for that. And Santos, when he beats Rey Mysterio, he will be the new face of Lucha Libre in WWE. Can't wait. His heel turn is absolutely working its magic. You can see the effect of him being paired with Rey, what's happening now in the aftermath of the breakup. Everything is working according to plan. Everything. This match could have still went another 4, 5, 6 minutes. We got an LA Knight Slim Jim commercial where he was taking a bite out of the Slim Jim, and it looked like they were at a high school prom, and the teachers were scolding the students for having their cell phones. LA Knight showed.
One grand prize. That grand prize.
Minutes away from going to Collision. And
Well, that's weird. Isn't it weird that kind of weird that Denise is doing a Survivor Series review? Or is he only gonna talk about CM Punk? He might. I don't know.
then I get to Collision. Tony Khan comes out, and Tony Khan basically says that he felt threatened by CM Punk, that he felt like his life was in danger.
Any disrespectful way to Rhea Ripley and Zoe Stark, because I think Rhea Ripley's fantastic. And I think Zoe Stark is a great pro wrestler. But nobody gave a shit about this match whatsoever. The quietest the crowd was for this match. Not Rhea Ripley. They love Rhea Ripley. The more Rhea Ripley, the better. But nobody cared. Nobody cared. Yeah, imagine LA Knight. Imagine LA Knight. Speaking of LA Knight, they put him in the main event of Crown Jewel against the biggest name in the business right now, Roman Reigns, for the biggest prize in the industry, WWE Undisputed Universal Heavyweight Championship. And then they don't have a spot for LA Knight, but a fucking Slim Jim commercial.
Me at Wrestle Rumble. Let us know when you.
Even though, and I know you guys are going to be like, Denise, everybody was chanting CM Punk, world's worst kept secret. No. To me, it was literally just people like making assumptions off of things that CM Punk was going to be there. Like, to me, there was nothing concrete that said that CM Punk was legitimately going to be returning to WWE, right? There was theories, there was people working up rumors, conspiracy theories, whatever you want to call them, but I legitimately did not expect CM Punk back in the company. And I am excited because as a CM Punk fan, it really sucks to see everybody turn on him. And I get it. Like, I get why people were pissed. Shit, I was there. I saw the whole thing play out, like with the scrum and everything. I get why people were pissed. I get why people turned on CM Punk. I get it, but it sucks. It sucks to see that. And I know that a lot of people who are CM Punk fans probably sucks for them too. Because you don't want to see somebody's career sort of end on such an ugly note. And we had, I know I had a lot of hopes for his time in AEW, and we did get a lot of really good moments with CM Punk in AEW, but there could have been more. Of course, there could have been more. We could have gotten this great run with him as AEW World Champion. We could have really seen him take Collision to new heights, little things like that, right? And they didn't happen. And I felt bad that afterwards everybody was so anti CM Punk. Like, that's what it felt like. I felt bad. Like, honestly, I really felt bad. And I know a lot of people are going to be like, he brought it on himself. And I get all that. But you know what? Fuck it. I'm human. I feel bad for people when shit happens. And so I truly felt bad for CM Punk. And I didn't want his career to kind of end just like that, where all of a sudden nobody wanted him. And I remember that Nick Khan did this interview, and Nick Khan had said that no, they were interested. And I just thought, damn, what a world where all of a sudden people are not interested in having CM Punk back. And that was kind of sucky to see. It really was kind of sucky. And so I said this when the scrum happened, not the scrum, excuse me, the all out thing. I said this when that happened, and I said this when CM Punk got fired, but I didn't think that CM Punk was 100% to blame for this. I think that there are, in any walks of life, when you have any sort of disagreement with somebody, there are going to be people that are right and people that are wrong, and you may be right 50% of the time, you're going to be wrong 50% of the time. Like, you're not always, like, I can't,
Right. Yeah, we love Randy Orton. I know you're gonna fucking say something again, right? She had to wake up from her nap now, very much. Normally, she's sleeping very much. Now she's running around, walking around. I don't know what she wants. I'm almost done. Main event time. Cody Rhodes, Randy Orton, Sami Zayn, Jey Uso, and Seth Rollins. Team Cody against Finn Balor, Damian Priest, Dominic Mysterio, J.D. McFlurry, and Drew McIntyre. This went 34 minutes. This was good. It was entertaining. But was this the best War Games match that we've ever seen?
No.
It wasn't even the best War Games match tonight. The ladies had a better War Games match than the men.
Yeah.
All Randy Orton, and that's when everything really picked up and really started to feel.
To get into about this, because we haven't even touched on the Seth Rollins portion of this, the Drew McIntyre portion of this, reports and rumors and videos and all of these things that are coming out right now. This is freaking wild. I'm gonna get to some super chats, guys. Of course, feel free to send them if you want to get your questions, your comments, your hot takes. If you are happy to see CM Punk back, let me know. If you're angry, let me know. Like, this is a complicated topic, and I know that we're not all going to be in agreement. I know there's a lot of people here that are going to disagree with me. There's going to be people that agree with me. That is okay, man. Everybody's allowed to have a freaking opinion. So let's get to it. Maj Motar says he now has the worst kept secret and the best one. Memorabilia sends in a super chat saying, much love to you from Rory in Puerto Rico. Great work. Thank you so much for sending in the super chat. KW says, Uncle Phil walked out. I expected it to be Waller. Patrick Graham sends in a super chat saying, prayers for Sean for having to deal with people saying he got work. I knew the second that CM Punk came out that that Sean Speed was probably going to be a nightmare. Like I knew that. Like this, and I think it was going to happen regardless of CM Punk, whether or not he came out. That feud was going to be a goddamn nightmare. It comes with the territory of doing the job. I do not envy Sean in that position. That is why I stick to content creation and not reporting news, unless it comes out directly from an interview of mine, because it is wild.
Not the CM Punk. They did not do that. But you still heard it. Jey Uso entered next. So we got
All right, here we go.
Sami Zayn. They're singing his theme out there, and they got Cody. Whoa! And Rollins is, doing the whole whoa.
Mercedes Monet, is it clear that she's going to go to
Kind of restraints he'll have on him.
Pointing. So given a was wrestling.
Second match between Gunther
Oh, thank you for reminding me of the part. Gunther and the Miz. I don't think the one in the Wargames match is the best match of the night. It's pretty good in the crowd pop. But Gunther and the Miz, I saw a lot of people like preempt.
Johnny says, soon we are going to hear Let's Light It Up. Who knows that? I don't know if we're going to be seeing AJ Lee. We got BB in here who says, how will crowds outside of Chicago react to CM Punk? That is a great question because I have literally sat in AEW crowds where people were cheering for CM Punk like this dude is a god.
Anything else is not of seduction. Stay the course. Finish the story. Anything else is Vince Vegeta totally kicking myself for not going to the show since I live in the Chicagoland area. CM Punk is back.
So very different.
Tuesday is the
This person has got
People in title making this run more powerful.
I think that the WWE fans might surprise us, and I do think that he will get cheered. I do think CM Punk will get cheered more so than we saw from the AEW side of things. I do not know. I could be completely wrong, but that's my prediction for how the crowd might handle CM Punk. Julio Vandal Perez Munoz sent a super chat saying,
hey. Talk about Dusty Rhodes inventing Wargames way back in the day.
like, what the hell, jumping out of your couch or just like shocked. I don't know. I just know for a fact that when CM Punk's music hit, everybody here had a reaction. You had a reaction. Mine was just like, holy fuck, damn. And then also, I should have done a watch along. That was literally my reaction. Cadillac Carson says, this was one of the biggest returns in wrestling that has shaken the foundation, the return of R-Truth. I love R-Truth, by the way. But, speaking, of course, we're talking about CM Punk here. It's like, I was just talking about this not too long ago on Busted Open, actually, where we were talking about The Undertaker and Brock Lesnar ending The Undertaker streak and just being like super freaking shocked that happened. that's kind of how I feel right now with CM Punk's WWE return, where I'm so shocked that it freaking happened. Like, I almost feel like I haven't processed it all. And it's because of years of following this story, guys. Like, at one point, you can definitely say that they killed his love. Like, you can say, like, WWE killed his love of professional wrestling for a good period of time. He was gone forever. Dude, I sat in those AEW scrums when he came back, and he was so happy to be part of this wrestling world again. We saw him fall back in love with pro wrestling. Dude was out there crying from the matches that he had and the moments that he had. I know, I saw it all play out. We all saw it all play out. And so it's such a freaking journey that we've been on with CM Punk, from his fallout in WWE to re-falling back in love with pro wrestling and becoming all elite. And then all of a sudden, it just shit went downhill. And now shit is going back uphill. I mean, this is a roller coaster. Like, dude, soap opera writers, if they were like, if like the soap opera world was familiar with CM Punk, they would have so much material, start a Netflix series. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff in there. Sheldon Jackson says, my biggest concern is the morale of the WWE locker room, because Punk is a love him or hate him type of guy, but also which show will he be on? All right, so Sheldon, thank you so much for bringing this up, because this is a big topic that we need to get into. So right now, there are two things kind of going around. And the first one is there's a video of Seth Rollins. And in that video, Seth Rollins is like super freaking angry that CM Punk's music hit. He's like flipping him off. Michael Cole and Corey Graves are kind of just like, you know, pulling him back a little bit. And Cody Rhodes is just kind of standing there. And that's pretty much what we got. Now, I do not know. Okay, let me start. Let me rewind a little bit. Nick Hausman interviewed Seth Rollins, and Seth Rollins.
He gets into the cage. He clotheslines Dom, snaps slam to Dominic Mysterio. He power slammed JD McRib. The crowd chanted for Orton. He gave Balor a draping DDT. Orton and McIntyre faced off as they had this. And their encounter was quickly cut off by Damian Priest, who attacked Orton from behind. The babyfaces jump in, they save Orton, which led to a spot where all of the babyfaces hit draping DDTs consecutively with Randy Orton. Orton set up for an RKO. He was looking at Dominic. He was looking at JD McDonough. Then he turned his attention to Jay. He's on the mat. He's slamming his fists on the mat, as he usually does before he goes.
It has been put out there already that he did actually walk out. So let me read this verbatim here. Okay, this was from Sean, who just tweeted this about 30 minutes ago, and he said that he was told that Drew McIntyre was visibly upset even backstage after WWE Survivor Series and left the building. Now, I've seen the video. I don't know how many of you guys have seen the video on social media, but he did leave very, very fast from the actual show. Like, the second the music was coming out, there's a clip of Drew McIntyre putting his hand to his face and kind of speed walking, like not wanting to be seen, and speed walking the hell out of there. So the Drew McIntyre one, I'm fully on board. I don't think that's a work or anything. I truly believe Drew McIntyre was pissed. Seth Rollins, I'm not too sure. And in terms of like morale of the locker room, this is a hard one, guys, because there are going to be people that you don't like. Point blank, there are going to be people you don't like. But there are people that are stars. There are people that are draws, and there are people that you're going to bring in for the sake of business. And some people are not going to want to work with him. Some people might be able to put that aside. I can't speak for these people because I don't know what their mentality is on that. I do not know. JM Melagrito says, the need for AJ Lee back in the WWE ring is real. Johnny says, dream matches for CM Punk you want to see. So the big one, and this is the one that I think a lot of people are going to be mentioning right off the bat, is Stone Cold Steve Austin. That is the ultimate, like that's a WrestleMania match right there. It is the easiest story to tell. You got guy who drinks a lot, a guy who doesn't. You get these epic freaking, you could get these epic freaking promos. Huge star power between the both of them. I mean, the makings of what that could be is obviously that's like the ultimate. I know a lot of people are pitching Seth Rollins, of course. Cody Rhodes is another one. Some people earlier were mentioning Gunther. I mean, there's a lot of freaking people. Hell, you can even say Drew McIntyre, of course. There's a lot of people that you would want to see CM Punk in the ring with, but the biggest one of all, like the money making WrestleMania main eventing match would be CM Punk Stone Cold Steve Austin with their story, with the star power, with the potential. That would be phenomenal. I know some people are even thinking maybe even CM Punk or Roman Reigns. Can you imagine that? We went from a world where we were talking about Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes for the longest time, Roman Reigns, LA Knight for the longest time, and now we're sitting here on Saturday, November 25th at 10:11 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, talking about the possibility of CM Punk, Roman Reigns. What is this? What is this world? David Kaplan says, you have been watching WWE a while. Has WWE ever been this stacked of talent, so many main event stars? Of course. I mean, like, God, they've always had so many freaking people, like, in different eras and whatnot. This is just the era that we're in right now, and this era that we're in right now is pretty freaking stacked. But I would say that they've had a lot of great talent through all of their different eras of WWE. Thank you so much to David. This is from Smitty Reacts, who says Drew stormed out of the ring before Punk came out. Dude, like, covered his face and just sped walk the hell out, man. If you guys have not watched that video, it is up on Twitter. Killshot 3413 just became a brand new member of the DWO. Thank you so much, Killshot 3413. Lee J. Robinson sends in a super plot twist. Sasha Banks comes back, but not as Sasha Banks, but as Mercedes Moné if she comes back to the WWE. I would like it. I know she did all of the trademark stuff for it. It would be this new version of her. And I kind of like it when WWE keeps people with the name of. This one's a little bit, of course, because Sasha Banks became, Sasha Banks in the WWE. She became known in the WWE. That's where her biggest star came to be, was in the WWE. But I do like it, like, for example, if she had not been in the WWE and she was just Mercedes Moné and then came to the WWE, then of course I would want her just to be Mercedes Moné. But she's a little bit of a different situation for sure. But I think right now with God, I wouldn't want to go back and forth with these name changes, but that's what's going to happen. Who knows? We'll see it. That was a little bit more of a complicated story there. But anyways, Mercedes Moné, that one's going to be interesting. Is she going to go to AEW? Is she going to go to WWE? The options are looking good right now, especially.
Right.
I was wondering if it was going to happen here or at the Royal Rumble. I convinced myself and others that have sat with me on this channel have discussed the same thing, agreeing that it's probably best for the Royal Rumble. The WWE trotted him out there tonight. They got him. Why not? What a way to go into Monday. Is he a hypocrite? Sure. Should you care he's a hypocrite? No. If you don't want to watch WWE television because of CM Punk, then don't watch WWE. If you don't like me because of what I do and how I am or how people perceive me and all the bullshit narratives that are spewed online, then don't watch me. At the end of the day, it's going to be your loss. Because CM Punk is going to give you an entertaining show. Because I'm going to give you an entertaining show that's intelligent and someone who knows what he's talking about. CM Punk is going to bring absolute great value to the company, and I can't wait to see what he does next. I don't give a shit what his colored past says. I don't give a shit what he did in AEW. I don't give a shit about any of that. I can talk about it. I can give you my opinion, but CM Punk is not going to hinder his decisions based on what pro wrestling podcasters in the wrestling space have to say. He's going to do what's best for him and his family and his bank account. He clearly loves pro wrestling if he wants to remain in pro wrestling after the fucking nightmare that he went through in AEW. He's not innocent. He's made his mistakes. Was he unprofessional? Sure. But he was unprofessional in an unprofessional and mismanaged environment. He thought he could be the beacon of change. He should have been. The beacon of change can't change anything unless management is in place, which it wasn't. Ballistic. It looked fucking phenomenal. Priest to attack Orton from behind. The babyfaces jump in, they save Orton. He entered to a chorus of boos. Dom used some weak strike. And there was CM Punk chants. It was all over the fucking place. I was worried that if Randy didn't come out, what would happen? Is Punk gonna be in there? And if Randy came out and then we didn't get CM Punk, are they gonna boo Randy? Thank God, Randy, when he came out, he was perfectly okay because everybody loves Randy. So the buzzer counts down, and Randy's supposed to come out. Judgment Day standing in the ring. They're waiting for Randy to come out. Nobody comes out. We hear Rhea Ripley's music. She runs down to the aisle, runs down the aisle, goes to the ringside with the Money in the Bank briefcase. Damian Priest is cashing in the Money in the Bank briefcase. I'm like, here we go. Like this. He took Rollins out. Rollins is incapacitated. He's about to cash in. The whole babyface team is incapacitated. Judgment Day standing tall. They're going to allow Priest to win the world title. Awesome. All of a sudden, before we even get the briefcase handed to Jessica Carr, the referee, Randy Orton's music hit. He comes out. He looks jacked to the gills. He looks fucking by Damian Priest to attack Orton from behind. They needed that equalizer. They've been going to war with Judgment Day for months, and it was just a stalemate. They needed that. Hey, let's push this over the edge and get the victory here. What is it? And that's exactly what it was made out to be. He was the equalizer. He was the one that pushed them over the top to get the victory of a Judgment Day. And hopefully this feud is over. Hopefully all of this is over. It's going to be very interesting on Monday. What Randy and Cody have to say to each other. What Randy has to say to Jay. What Rollins has to say to Cody. What CM Punk is doing coming back now. What he's going to say. I mean,
yeah.
Monday Night Raw, I told you in the beginning about 3 different times. Monday Night Raw on Monday is going to be the most must-see show, possibly in wrestling all year. Seriously. That's how big that Monday Night Raw is. So the good guys posed together. The show ended. Or we thought it did. The fucking Survivor Series trademark logo showed up in the bottom right of the screen. I remember so vividly when Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano did this. It made them. This was a staple of Triple H gold. When Johnny was ending a show and Ciampa used to come out and smash him with the crutch. He thought the show was over. Right, Johnny wins. And Ciampa comes out and attacks Johnny Gargano. Oh my God, what a heel turn! Moro yelling at the top of his lungs. Moro Ronaldo. Love that. CM Punk entered. Crowd went crazy. He looked great. They didn't really show anybody else. CM Punk made his entrance. He did his thing. It's clobbering time. He 8 points.
I was laughing at Rollins' reaction. Was she really? I don't think that one was shoot. I do think that one was a work. Night for the longest time, and right now it's pretty freaking stacked. But so Brandon Cavalera sends in a differently to different. Anybody that's good. No idea. Return of CM Punk to the company. Will Chisholm says drama, freaking crazy. That made me forget Roman wasn't on the show. Oh man, you're right about that. I mean, regardless if the CM Punk thing would not have happened or not, you still had Randy Orton's return. You still had two meaty matches in the sense that the War Games matches gave us a lot to talk about on shows when you review Survivor Series. So you had a lot of meat to talk about for Survivor Series, even without the return of CM Punk to the company. Will Chisholm says this still don't feel real. I know. Like I'm looking at the photos for the match. Punk was showing up after the match. Rhea was laughing at Rollins' reaction. Was she really? Holy shit. Oh my god. DNB900, thank you so much for also sending in the super chat. That's very much appreciated. Okay. So I want to take a second, guys, and talk about what Triple H had to say about CM Punk's return. So I have the audio here. I'm gonna play it. This is from Triple H in the press conference, and this is what he had to say. This is also we got a super chat here from Silvio Valencia officials. Like when this
later, everybody grows, everybody changes, and I'm a different person. He's a different person. This is a different company, and we're all on the same even starting ground. So, what's next for CM Punk? I'm interested in that. I'm interested to see that myself. I know whatever it is that we talked about, it'll be exciting, and it'll be a thrill ride for the WWE, no matter what it is. I'm thrilled. We're all thrilled to have him back here, and to have him back. Cliche to say, but I'm back home in WWE, where he belongs. This was one of those.
Alrighty, guys. So that is what Triple H had to say in the press conference following Survivor Minute type of thing. Triple H seems very confident in the fact that CM Punk might be a different person. I know that's it's kind of hard to say whether or not you can agree with that, only because of the recent events that unfolded with AEW. So I'm not too sure what to take from that portion of it. But it's clear though that Triple H feels that CM Punk is a different person from who he was 10 years ago when everything went with the WWE. And he seems pretty, I don't know, he seems pretty optimistic and excited about CM Punk being back in the company. So, I mean, that's something to, I guess.
From Studios with a $9.99, the unconcerned look on Kyrie's face when Bailey got pinned says it all. Bailey's most definitely dead.
That was that. Love him, hate him, positive, negative. Starter, and it's hard to look past that. If our fans want it, if the WWE Universe is excited about it, let's go. So there you guys have it. CM Punk is back. CM Punk and the draw, and it's gonna happen that way. All right, let's get some more thoughts in here. See what you guys are talking about. If there's anything I haven't touched on yet, guys, because there's a lot kind of running through my mind right now. A lot of things that I wanted to touch on. I hope I didn't forget anything. If I did, please let me know in the comments, and I will make sure to do that. We got a super chat here from the Jerkiest of Jerks who says, I know y'all are excited for CM Punk. Frankly, I'm more excited for Drew. He's just my favorite, and I'm so glad he's back. I love how many chats.
All right. So, oh, come on. Come on now, damn it. Ah, why is it so damn slow? Man, come on, man. Why the hell is it so damn slow? Ah, you gotta be kidding me. Come on. It's not. But it had to be frozen. Yeah, it had to be frozen. Ah, god damn it.
I've got on my devil tonight. However, I'm happy. He's back in WWE.
Finally. Jesus Christ. Alright. Oh wait, hold on. The Queen of the Ring. There go the full highlight for Wargames.
All right, I was wrong.
Ah, come on. Come on, damn it. What the hell?
The team cash in. Yeah. Play really playing with this idea of like what's gonna happen, who's gonna be and then sure enough, that's running up. That's the old man. I think
CM Punk is back.
in the year of all those 2023.
CM Punk is back. Alright. Alright, here we go. I saw this. Also, you go reverse. Okay. Alright. Those were the highlights of these Survivor Series War Games. Is that really ending? Alright. Now let's get back to JD.
Whole year of watching my tribal chief JD and hanging with my OTS family, I'm glad I was able to.
Dude, he's so like, they tell him what to do, he goes and he does it. He's a company man. Okay, shout out to our truth, man. B, who know. Here, Al Karani sends us Kazak new deals. Like, big Cody Rhodes who had won that. I think with Seth Rollins, I felt a lot differently. I didn't see it as a consolation prize for Seth Rollins. And I liked what he did with Finn Balor. I liked what he did with Mora. It was all fine. And I like Seth Rollins. I like Seth Rollins as a champion. Dude has fun matches. I like what he does in the ring. I'm a fan of the guy. I do want to see him. I would want to see CM Punk become World Heavyweight Champion, though. That's for sure. I would definitely want to see that. Damn, this is so freaking crazy, guys. I can't even believe that I'm sitting here talking about this. Like, I wasn't even planning on doing a show on my channel today because I was filling in for Sean on Fightful because he's at WrestleCade and he had a flight. So I thought, oh, I'm just gonna go on and talk about Survivor Series, talk about Wargames, talk about Randy Orton, and that's gonna be like the end of the day for me. Like, I wasn't expecting to be sitting here talking about CM Punk. We got Dajala who said, "F Cookie Monster, but it's great for business. Denise Long Beach loves you." Dajala, yeah, I love Long Beach too. I actually got married in Long Beach, so and I went to my prom in Long Beach. Kind of crazy. A lot of big life moments happened to me in Long Beach. I love Long Beach too. Although my car did get broken into in Long Beach, that's the one thing that I'm
Here's Solemn the sound off.
With a 20 Jay, because they want to get. Which show tomorrow?
doing things behind the scenes that we may not even really be fully aware of. So I do feel that because it feels like this corporate structure, that it might be a little bit better. But sometimes corporate, like being in a corporate structure, also may not work. Like it really just depends on the situation and depends on the person. So I would kind of hope that because of the merger, that it would be easier to control these things and not let things get out of hand. And if talent isn't happy, I would hope that they would be heard from. And of course, you're gonna have to hear from Drew McIntyre because he clearly is angry, and you're gonna want to make sure that that is resolved. Like you're not gonna want to let that just completely spiral out of control because then there's gonna be other people that are going to be like, what the hell, man? Like, so what? We don't matter. So of course you need to. But then when it comes to like corporate stuff, they've got their ways. I hope so. Of figuring all of that out. So we'll see, man. We got Bucky Barnes at Atlanta who says Seth Rollins flipped Punk off, getting crazy. Again, guys, I watched the video. I'm leaning more towards that one being a work, but again, who the hell knows? But I am leaning a little bit more towards the Seth Rollins thing, feeling like a work, at least just based off of the video. Drew McIntyre is definitely not, but the Seth Rollins thing does kind of feel a little bit like that. Oh man, guys, this is wild. Alrighty, everyone. So, let's see. Oh, someone said that Sean just put out another tweet about the Seth Rollins thing. Let me look at that really quickly, guys. Sorry, there's a lot happening, so I gotta be looking at tabs and shit and see what people are saying. Okay, so this is from Sean who just tweeted out like a couple minutes ago saying, actually, he just tweeted this out like 6 minutes ago saying, backstage in gorilla position, we're told that Seth Rollins had to be ushered away by Triple H and Michael Cole as he was not happy about Punk's appearance. Punk was said to have looked confused by it. At least to people in the area, it was said to be an awkward scene. Obviously, due to the nature of pro wrestling and what we report on, it could possibly be a word. All right, so it kind of seems like maybe 50-50.
Alright, come on. Alright.
In this video, I'm going to walk you through the
like 2 hours.
With like a lot more information regarding that. And trying to see if there's anything else that comes in before I wrap up this podcast. Let me know, guys. Please let me know if there's anything else that I didn't touch on. Please let me know in the comments. I'm gonna go ahead and roll a quick ad, and when we come back, I'll go ahead and touch on anything that we didn't touch on just yet. But give some love over to Miracle Made, everybody. Did you know that?
209. He becomes a 25-month member with a golden microphone.
All right. Well, I think I showed y'all enough of the podcasters. JD from New York, Salmon the Sound Off, Goodbye with Commentary, the Wrestle Talk podcast, Ali Salcedo, Fight for Pro Wrestling. Anyway, in my video, just hit that like button, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching. Thank you for all the support. I made the video long enough. It's getting late. I need sleep. So I'm gonna end this video. Until next time, this is Mr. Black Gamer 2021. I'll see y'all later.